How are you feeling? Any aches or pains? I hope you're joking. That's either an interesting metaphor or you hit your head. Well, now that you're awake, you should probably try moving your limbs. I'm Natasha, a doctor in the underground. You've already spent a day in my clinic. Nice to meet you, too. You're very polite. Sampo's gone to clear up a mess of his own making, so I'm looking after you in the meantime. Based on your current state, I don't think there's any cause for alarm. You seem perfectly healthy. So if you don't mind, I'll go and take a look at the other patients. Sampo just told me that you lost consciousness. He didn't say why. Still, I'll wager it had something to do with him. He's always tinkering with his devices. Anyway, the opinion of the clinic is that none of you have come to harm. Sampo told me. Don't worry, the Silvermane guards won't follow you below ground. We've been cut off from the surface for many years. Even when things were at their worst down here, they never showed. Of course, I don't know the whole story behind why the architects ordered the lockdown. Who knows? Thanks to you, they might finally be about to lift it. Something that wildfires wanted to achieve for a long time now. Oh, please, you needn't worry. You've just been asleep for a while. I barely had to lift a finger. I might have exaggerated your condition for Sampo's ears, but that guy owes me. Better bring me back some medicine. They've been up for a while already. The young guy with the dark hair left first. He went with Sampo. Your rowdier friend took off soon after waking up. I imagine she's taking a stroll nearby. As for the girl in the Silvermane guard uniform, I told Sampo to watch her, but it seems that he left his post and she made a run for it. Good question. He's a man of mystery. He claims to be a simple cross-border businessman. Not that there's much to interest an overworlder down here. Either way, he's got a surprising number of connections. I've managed to secure more than a few urgent medical supplies through him, and he's been a big help to Wildfire. In any case, I don't think his intentions are sinister. It's a grassroots organization. Think of it as the Silvermane Guards of the Underground, but less stone-hearted. No need to thank me. It's a doctor's duty to heal.
I gotta find March 7th in Dan Hung. But where should I start?
Promise that if I win hide and seek, you'll tell Big Sister March all the ins and outs.
Yep, all the ins and outs. What does that mean?
It just means you'll tell me all the details. No hiding anything and no telling fibs.
Hook isn't an overgrounder, you know. Hook never tells fibs.
Yeah, never.
Well, that's settled then. Okay, let's play. Huh? You, when did you get here? Quit acting like a child. It's like this. After I woke up, that doctor said Sampo had taken Dan Hung with him. I went around in circles trying to find the blue-haired scoundrel and bumped into these kids. They say they know where he is. But they said I had to join the moles or something if I wanted to find out. And to do that, I had to prove my strength by winning a game of hide and seek. Do you get it? So what if I am? Why don't you help me, huh?
Hey, are you done with your secret talk? The most time is precious.
Yeah, precious.
Okay, we're done. Pitch Dark Hook the Great. This is my friend. She also wants to join the moles. Can she play too?
Sure. I guess so. Then, you guys are seeking.
Boss, they don't seem very smart. Why don't we do a practice one first?
You're right, Julian. Okay, let's do a practice one. I'll hide. You two have to find me.
So, you kids think you're better than us, huh? Just you wait and see. It's simple. When you see one of them, you just have to catch them. Ha! Gotcha!
But so what? It's just a practice. Wait until we're playing for real. You'll see.
Bring it on!
All right. Now we're playing for real. You gotta count to 50 before you open your eyes. No cheating.
47, 48, 49, 50. Ready or not, here I come, naughty children.
The moles haven't lost a game for ages. You're doomed.
Something's not right. That guy's been staring at us this whole time. Hide and seek might have to wait. Let's see what he wants. My instincts are telling me something's not right with this guy. But
That's because I'm tall and old. I'm a grown man. Ask anyone.
all right, the jig is up. Your voice gave it away.
But I'm Julian of 1,000 Faces. Why did you have to talk to me? My reputation is ruined. What will the boss think?
No need for the melodrama. That was still a magical performance. Don't run! I got you, Hook!
Not fair! I'm the boss of the moles. How can I lose to a bunch of villains? Do your worst. I'm not afraid.
What are they feeding you kids down here? Haha, I caught you!
Doesn't count unless you can answer this question.
What? But we caught you! What's with the Q&A?
I thought I had you there.
I'm sorry, boss. I failed.
Darn! How did you see through Julian's disguise? What villainy is this?
Those with keen eyes see the dust between the stars. I came up with that, by the way. Hey, I read books, you know. So, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. You can tell us now, right?
Yes. The boss of the moles is true to her word. Hook saw the blue-haired guy take your dark-haired friend to the fight club.
The Fight Club? You don't talk about it.
Is this more secret talk?
Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Where is the Fight Club? Can you show us the way?
But It's an obvious building. Grown-ups are just useless. Come with Hook. I'll take you over.
Thanks, oh great one.
That's pitch dark Hook the Great to you. Who said you could shorten my title?
A club just for fighting. Who knew undergrounders had such brutal hobbies?
In fact, it's awesome.
They let you take part? When did this place last have an inspection?
Loads of kids take part.
Ah, despicable.
We're here. This is it. Hook's gonna go fight. See you later.
Who's in charge here? How can they just let kids attack each other?
The moles are in charge, that's who. But only the kids. Wildfire's in charge of grown-up business. It's the moles for grown-ups. Ooh, they need one more player there. I gotta go. If you ever want to fight, come find me.
My friend, looking for a ticket?
Brothers and sisters, are you ready for today's most spectacular, spine-tingling, earth-shattering contest? On one side, recommended by tall, blue, and handsome, the unsmiling, pulverizing power of the new kid on the block, Cold Dragon Young! And his opponent is none other than the unfeeling, incendiary, explosive might of Team Robomatic. All praise to Boss Svarog. Given that no other fighter was willing to take on the strength of Team Robomatic, Cold Dragon Young will face off against these opponents alone. On learning his fate, the brave young fighter had one thing to say: whatever! And so, let the semifinals of the 1758th Fighting King Challenge begin!
Quick, let's help him!
Oh, brothers and sisters, an unexpected turn of events! Two members of the audience have charged into the octagon! It looks like they want to team up with Cold Dragon Young!
So you're awake.
Yeah, the first thing we did was go look for you. And now that we found you, we're trying to make sure you don't get your butt kicked. You're welcome.
Brothers and sisters, you can feel their passion. The magnetic pull of this electric sport is undeniable. But let me reiterate, these competitions are for professionals only. Whatever you do, kids, don't try this at home. And Cold Dragon Young is signaling that the contest will go ahead. He's just itching to get into it. And so are we. It's the Iron Fists of Cold Dragon Young and friends versus the Iron Skin of Team Robomatic.
I can take them on my own, you know.
We need to work on your emotional intelligence.
What a beautiful performance! Cold Dragon Young and his last-minute admirers emerge victorious!
Admirers? How come we don't get cool nicknames? Forget it. I think our taste in nicknames is different. Hey, look! It's Sampo!
Let's get after him.
That guy can't have gotten too far. Let's search nearby.
A ticket?
Hey, it's you! I was just thinking to myself, am I getting robbed? Who are these people following me? So, you start to walk a little faster. And anywho, if I had just turned around, I could have thrown open my arms and said a big hi to my old friends.
Save it. You saw us in there and got scared, so you pulled a runner.
Me? Scared? Oh, my friends, what do I have to fear? Surely I haven't done anything to offend you. My fine fellow, please don't do that again. You scared the daylights out of me.
Wait a minute, we're not done here. You dragged us to the underground. So what's the big idea?
I had no choice but to take you guys down here. It was too dangerous for us on the surface. We're wanted criminals. Sure, the underworld has its drawbacks, but at least the guards would never follow us. We're safe here.
Be that as it may, did you really have to poison us?
Maybe you've forgotten, but we were in a tight spot, my friend. There was no time to think. I had to use whatever I could.
So it wasn't to cover anything up? A secret that you didn't want anyone, including us, to find out?
It's...
Don Hung, what secret?
Well, I'm not certain yet. But there's more to our friend here than meets the eye.
You win. I'll help you to the best of my ability, free of charge, I might add. But please, don't go spreading rumors about me. All right, to prove my sincerity, I'll introduce you to Wildfire. If you're looking for something down here, they're the ones to ask. Because you're looking for something? Why are you asking? Dan Hung told me you guys were searching for a... what's the word? Stellaron. Sounded pretty powerful. If anyone has a clue on its whereabouts, it'll be Wildfire.
You said I'd uncover a clue if I became the Fight Club champion.
Yeah. I mean, if you fought in the final round and won, you'd have incredible street cred right now. Wildfire wouldn't think twice about talking with you. I don't see the problem. Well, there's no such thing as a free lunch, of course. Wildfire has no reason to help you yet, so we'll just have to give them one. With your talents, we have nothing to worry about. I'm telling you, no matter where you go, there's only one rule to getting things done. Find the demand. You know, like supply and demand. Anyway, the underground has been sealed off for more than a decade. But do you think people here are just resigned to their fate? Well, if you want my opinion, they're a bunch of artless, stubborn fools. But who cares what I think, huh? They're a band of do-gooders who sprung up to maintain order in the underground after the Silvermane guards withdrew. Wildfire set up shop. Still, don't underestimate them. We walk in the presence of giants. Have you heard that saying before? Well, Wildfire has giants in its midst. You'll see. Have a little faith. It's like I said, Sampo never lets friends who've helped him come to harm.
So, what does Wildfire do all day?
Everything. They keep the peace, uphold justice, fight for resources, distribute goods. The sliver of trust they have for me has to do with the last one. Huh. Where's Joshua?
What are those shiny rocks?
This is geomarrow, an exothermic ore. The underground and the surface are sealed off from one another, right? Well, only the geomarrow transport line is still running. The underground sends ore to the surface, and the surface sends goods to the underground. At least in theory. Most undergrounders are miners, and this is what they mine for a living. You know, if we didn't have geomarrow to burn, this world would have frozen to death long ago. All right, let's keep moving. The person I was looking for isn't here. Oh, old Oleg isn't here either? Where is everyone?
So you're leading us on another wild goose chase?
I wouldn't dare! Trust me, we're getting close.
Huh? What's that huge structure in the distance?
Oh, that's the furnace core. It's the pillar that connects the underworld and the overworld. People used to travel up and down that thing, but then...
Then what?
It's a long story. In any case, practically nothing moves up or down anymore.
Except you.
Oh, come on, my dear fellow. I thought we weren't going to discuss this. I beg you, the fewer rumors there are about me, the better. Zila's usually always out on patrol here at this time. What's Wildfire up to? Are they avoiding me?
Hey, look! Who is that? It looks like she's in trouble.
My friends, don't just stand there. This drama doesn't need any more bystanders.
Oh? You know, it might be interesting to see you get in trouble.
We should avoid attracting too much attention. We can't just leave her.
I was kidding. And get your own opinion. But I agree with Don Hung. We can't just leave her to the bullies.
Well said. The young lady is wise and righteous.
Let's help her.
All right, princess. Let's dispense with the pleasantries.
You dare attack someone on our turf? Well, how about a few rounds of peace?
Darn it! Quick, disperse!
Spineless thugs!
Miss Zila, phew. It's a good thing you showed up when you did. My heartfelt thanks. These vagrants have got some nerve looking for trouble in Wildfire Terra.
Shut it, Sampo. This is you written all over it. Wildfire has countless issues on its plate right now. We don't need a side order of Koski. I hear Silvermane Guard is paying the underworld a visit. Is that you?
You kidnapped me and brought me to the underground. What is the meaning of this?
Listen to her. What is the meaning of this? She still thinks she's an overworld princess. Do you know what's become of us down here while you live the easy life? Did you even consider the fate of the underworlders?
The Silvermane Guards aren't living the easy life. We are constantly engaged with the enemy, defending Belobog from the scourge of attacking monsters and protecting all those above and below the surface.
Do you even hear yourself? You protect the underground? Redeploying every guard to the surface? Sealing off the only passageway? Protecting the so-called architects, more like it.
The Madam Guardian has her reasons.
Enough talk. You're coming with me. Chief Oleg wants to see you, and he's got more than a few questions.
Perfect, Miss Zila. We were just on our way to pay Chief Oleg a visit ourselves. Room for a few more?
Fully booked. Who are they? What good is your name by itself?
Well, it's like this. The chief's in the market for specific talent. An urgent request, so I'm taking them to see him.
We're looking for a Stellaron. It's the source of all the disasters here. If we find it, we can...
I would recommend you not recite your story to everyone you meet. Miss Hila won't understand it anyway, so let's save it for the chief, huh?
You're right. I don't understand it. And I don't plan on passing the message on either. Wildfire's encountered trouble at the Great Mine. The chief's busy. If you really want to find him, come look for me at the mine entrance. I'm leaving. Hey, you came. That was fast. Didn't I tell you? Long story short, the underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, some sort of corrosion called the fragmentum started to spread. It's ruined a lot of mines. The one we're heading into is relatively unaffected. A bunch of vagrants made it their home after their old turf was consumed by the fragmentum. Actually, most of them are pretty honest folks. But with such a large group, it's inevitable that troublemakers will find their way in. They've been stealing stuff from the miners and picking fights. And that's not the worst of it. Things are much more serious this time. For 2 days now, huge clashes have been breaking out between the miners and the vagrants. It isn't pretty. Mines are our lifelines in the underworld. We have to keep providing geomarrow to the overworld in exchange for supplies. In order to quell the situation, Chief Oleg brought Wildfire into the mine and left me in charge of security for the towns. But the situation in the mine is critical. I have to back him up. Oh, as for you, the chief will decide your fate when we see him.
Good. I've been wanting to come face to face with the leader of the underworld.
You're about to come face to face with reality.
Isn't that the doctor lady?
What's Natasha doing here? Things must be worse than I thought.
Observed today.
Nat, I didn't think you'd be here. Where's Oleg?
Hey, Zila and Sampo's guests. So it looks like you've already met. I haven't seen Oleg. The miners said they saw him take a group further in. I heard that the miners had been having violent clashes with local thugs, with significant numbers of wounded. I hurried over here to see if I could help. You see these people? They're all miners and their family members. They want an explanation from the instigators. This area up ahead is a vagrant dwelling, but they've sealed off the entrance. I guess they're afraid that angry miners might try to take revenge.
How could the situation here become such a mess?
I heard that First Mining Team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
Are you serious? That's big news. How come I never heard about it?
Well, they weren't in a hurry to make it known. Most of the mines have been contaminated by the fragmentum. Many people are out of work. They were afraid of being overwhelmed if they let the word out. But the vagrants here have keen eyes. They couldn't keep it hidden from them. Some local gangs wanted to profit from the situation, so they blackmailed the mining team for hush money. And that was the final straw. As it happens, that's exactly the law we have down here. But the vagrants have their own custom. See it, share it. And that's how the clash started. Now both sides are dealing with heavy losses. So, are you guys here to help resolve the conflict?
They're here because they need a favor from Chief Oleg. I'm escorting them. And seeing as you need that helping hand, it wouldn't be too much to ask you to lend one here first, right?
Of course we want to help. We care about other people too, you know.
Oh, that's quite nice of you.
I believe we're dealing with kind-hearted people here, Zila. As you've all seen, the situation down here is, strained. If you can, we would really appreciate you helping the people.
Have any of you seen my husband? He's a good-looking guy, tall and thin. You again. Quit joking around. No need to add to the confusion. You think I'm joking? I saw you taking down the names of the miners. That's why I came over. Oh. You can put the name down here.
Don't come any closer. The road's blocked. Stay where you are.
Whoa, easy. Why are you hiding in there? Don't you know what happened in the mine?
Well, what's that got to do with us? Do you think we're the same as those thugs?
Is anyone with you injured? We have a doctor. She could care for your wounded.
Yeah, right. And you can guarantee that no one there with you is out for blood. I don't believe it. Stay where you are.
These guys.
Peak. He's done for. He was asleep in there.
Easy. Dr. Natasha told you to rest. What if your wound opens up again? Besides, Elaine will get him out. She's a reliable girl.
Elaine was in there too? Quick! We have to...
Calm down and stop worrying. Wildfire's already gone in.
That person up ahead, is he asleep?
Let's head up and take a look. You might need help.
Falling asleep in a place like this. Impressive. Hey, wakey wakey! You'll get mushrooms growing on your head.
What? Mushroom bread? I can't see it on the menu. Miss Seela!
Have you got a death wish or something? How can you sleep here? Get back to safety and take shelter.
Take shelter? I remember now. These guys came out of nowhere and got into a fight with the mining team. At the time, I was exhausted. I'd hardly run a few feet when one of them caught me. If it weren't for Wildfire, they'd have stolen the clothes off my back. Further in, I guess. Those thugs took control of the vein ages ago, and they're fully armed. We poor, defenseless, good folks were no match for them. It's only thanks to Wildfire that the Great Mine hasn't fallen into their hands completely.
It seems like Chief Oleg must be up ahead. Hurry up and get back to safety. Look for Nat. And try not to get into another scrap along the way.
Okay. Thank you for, getting me on my feet. If I get back soon enough, I'll have time for a nap.
I recognize that woman. That's Elaine from First Mining Team. Quick, let's get up there and see if she's wounded. Elaine! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Zila, thank goodness. I'm fine. Just a couple of sprains. You've got good timing. Those vagrants were asking me about the robots, but I don't know anything. Oh, don't you know? The intersection of the Great Mine has been seized by a band of robots. Neither the mining team nor the vagrants can get anywhere near.
New challengers enter. About time. Human-only conflicts are so boring.
Does anyone know where the robots come from?
At first, we thought that a collective fault had occurred in the excavation machines, but then we found out that those machines didn't even belong to the mining team. They came out of nowhere and pushed the vagrants and us back. Then they blocked off the only tunnels into the intersection. There's no way anyone in the mining team is behind this. Operating a single unit is tiring enough, but a whole group? Impossible.
Then there's only one possibility. Boss Svarog.
Svarog? That name sounds familiar.
You remember the robots we defeated in the boxing gym?
Oh, Boss Svarog's robots! What's his deal?
Let's just say he's not to be trifled with. Let's go and find some other people. Elaine, can you make it back to safety?
No problem. Zila and the rest of you, be careful.
Robots? Aligned against humans? I've never heard of such a thing. Machines should obey humans unconditionally.
Is this elevator broken? Why isn't it responding?
Why are you worried about this piece of junk? Do you really want to go down there and be a live target for the robots?
But if we evacuate, then haven't we lost out?
You idiots. We'll just steal off the miners. Look, I saw with my own eyes. They managed to bag some geomarrow. This is a perfect opportunity.
Oh, good idea.
Shameless. Still after the miners, are you? Time to teach you a lesson. Fleeing at the first sign of danger. That's all they're good for.
Huh? What's this? Did those guys leave it behind? Whoa! What the heck?
Beep, beep, beep! Searching for potential user. Beep, beep, beep! Voice print detected. Looking up corresponding identity information. Oh my, it's an alien!
Hey, it talks! And it knows that we aren't from this planet?
It doesn't seem to be technology from here. Look, it even has an Interastral Peace Corporation logo on it. Perhaps it's an antiquity left behind by some past interstellar traveler.
Beep, beep, beep. Your mom's an antiquity. Beep, beep, beep! Whatever. So you aliens know about the Interastral Peace Corporation? That's great! Beep, beep, beep! Self-introduction. I am Richard, the Home Use Object Finder. Model information. Version 0.63. Professional model. Annual deluxe package. Nickname? Findy.
A home use object finder? Who knew the IPC made these kinds of products?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is damaged. Please send me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store near you for free repair within the warranty period of 232 years, 84 days. Beep, beep, beep. Alien, please take me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store to conduct repairs.
What? This fella's already broken. What should we do? Take it with us?
Beep, beep, beep! Yes! When you need to find something you can't see, just call upon Findy. That's me!
Hey, what's that commotion? It sounds like there's a big argument happening. Let's get closer and take a look.
Cowards and bullies. I don't remember you guys acting this tough around Svarog's minions. Did your parents never teach you what a backbone was?
We ain't stupid. Why would we risk our lives against the robots? And get off the high road. You can't just find a huge chunk of geomarrow and hog it all to yourselves.
This mine is our territory. The mining team is laboring here day in and day out. You guys don't even pretend like you're here to lend a hand. You're lazy. All you want is to profit off our sweat and tears. You don't even try hiding it. Disgraceful.
Where does disgrace come into it when we can't even fill our stomachs, huh? I know your game. You're just waiting for us to starve to death so there's more food for your mining team.
It's a waste of time trying to reason with you. While you've been kicking up this fuss, the whole vein's been seized by robots. And now we're all in the same boat.
Right. We can't rely on the vein anymore. But don't forget which side brought loaded guns to the party.
Whoa, easy. What are you trying to pull off? I'm warning you, wildfire are in the area.
Empty threat. Wildfire are stuck dealing with Svarog's minions. How are they gonna help you now? Unless you're planning on taking a bullet. Hand over the supplies and equipment.
They're getting ready to attack. Those miners are unarmed.
You shameless scoundrels!
I'm going to. We can't let these thugs get away with whatever they like.
Oh, Zila, thank goodness you came. We were nearly,
Nothing but a few knuckleheads. I'm just glad you're okay. Antonia, have you seen Chief Oleg?
Oleg? He took a group into the intersection. Said it was to clear off the invading robots. They've been gone for a while now. If Wildfire was around, those thugs wouldn't have dared.
Seems like the core of this problem is Svarog's robots. Your run-of-the-mill robots don't have a will of their own. Their aim is merely Svarog's aim. The boss. He appeared suddenly after the guards were redeployed and became a major player in the underworld. Svarog claims to be a guardian of humanity. All the ownerless robots obey his commands. They've occupied the Furnace Core hub, and they're not letting anyone get close. Nobody knows why Svarog did any of this. He usually doesn't leave the Furnace Core and interfere unless some kind of disorder breaks out in the underworld.
Wait, a guardian of humanity? That can command robots? No, I've never heard of anything like.
Looks like your mighty architects weren't as all-knowing as you thought.
Can you two say anything without quarreling? This isn't the time! It sounds like there's danger waiting for us in the intersection. Can we still get through?
Right. There's unfinished business here. The chief is still down there. It's only a bunch of scrap metal. What are we afraid of?
Oh, is Zila starting to appreciate our strength?
I'll be honest. You guys are hardworking. If everyone from Wildfire were as impressive as you on the battlefield, we wouldn't be so hard-pressed by Svarog. Antonia, can you take the mining team back through the entrance to meet up with Natasha?
Sure thing, but be careful. There are a lot of robots up ahead. What kind of days are we living through? Svarog? I don't know much. The underground's in turmoil, everyone's focused on their own issues. Who has time to get involved in someone else's affairs? I heard the Vagrants say Svarog was protecting their base near the Furnace Core. And there I was thinking he was one of the good guys. Huh? What are you trying to say? That it's my fault? Forget it. I'm just tired, that's all. Even if those vagrants have no home to return to, they still have their dignity. Won't accept charity forever. They needed honest work to get them through this hardship, so I let them join the mining team. Can anyone really say I did wrong? When it boils down to it, I only chose to form a clique because the other miners never truly accepted him. I should have seen it. Yeah, they're a reliable group. Trust me, if we didn't have them, this area would be packed with monsters already. Just like Rivet Town. I'm about to take the mining team over to Dr. Natasha. Take care of yourselves.
Is this the right way? It looks like there's a roadblock up ahead.
I'll be the judge of that. Come on, let's take a closer look.
It's completely blocked by the mine cart. What do we do? Can we blow it up?
Easy. It belongs to the mining team. We can't just destroy it. We should try and fix it.
Easier said than done. Do you know how?
Yeah, of course. Every underworlder worth their salt knows how to fix a minecart. Let me see. Even the pin connecting the body to the chassis is broken. Not to mention the rear wheel set bearing. This looks like the work of Svarog's minions. We need to find spare parts we can use nearby. We're wasting time.
Beep, beep, beep! Friends, do you need to find something? Findy can help?
How come you just jumped out on your own, little fella? Isn't your module thingy broken?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is indeed broken. However, manual input for search is still operable. Come on, input the name of the object you were looking for. Findy can help.
Oh, well, aren't you confident? Let me give it a try then. Where's the input interface? Found it. Minecart pin, minecart wheel set, confirm. Just like that?
Beep, beep, beep. Request is being processed. Beep, beep, beep. Match successful. Initiating search for lost item, minecart pin. Beep, beep, beep. Item found. Please commence search according to the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual. Beep, beep, beep. Based on your search history, I recommend the humanoid tactical microwave. Press skip to cancel personalized ads. Beep, beep, beep. As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call Enter Beep, beep, beep. Based on your search history, I recommend beep, beep, beep. Potential target object detected. The current search has concluded. Entering sleep mode.
Let me see. Yeah, we can make do with this part. This little machine isn't half bad.
Beep, beep, beep! What's that? Is that a hint of respect for Findy?
How convenient. So, next time Don Hung gets lost, we can just use Findy to find him, right?
Beep, beep, beep. Biological life form search is currently not supported. If you have any questions, please call Interastral Peace Appliances.
Well, it was a good idea. Let's look for the next part.
Beep, beep, beep! Initiating search for lost item, minecart wheel set. Beep, beep, beep! Item found! Please commence search according to the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual.
Found your weakness.
Beep, beep, beep! Findy will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral Peace Appliances store. Beep, beep, beep! As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call Beep, beep, beep! Findy will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral Peace Appliances store. Beep, beep, beep! Potential target object detected. The current search has concluded. Entering sleep mode.
That's everything. You were a big help, Findy.
Beep, beep, beep. It was nothing. Interastral Peace Appliances, your most trustworthy companion. Beep, beep, beep. Current search complete. Entering sleep mode. Please recharge the home use object finder.
We're pretty lucky, huh? Without Findy, it probably would have taken half the day to find these parts.
Well, not that long, but that little machine definitely made it a lot easier. All right, let's go back and fix the minecart.
Are you gonna do it yourself?
Why wouldn't I? You've got to be self-reliant down here. Watch, you might learn something.
All right, mission accomplished.
Quick work. You know, I didn't think you guys had worked a day in your lives, but you know how to get your hands dirty.
The cart is about to depart.
The robots will have seized the road ahead by now. We should go carefully.
Whoa! Stop! Stop! There's a big evil hunk of metal right there.
That model. It's one of Svarog's lapdogs, all right. Don't be afraid. I've dealt with those robots before. Let's go!
This vein. So this is what everyone is fighting over. Mr. Svarog, it's such a massive vein. I've never seen so much geomarrow before.
Calculating. Based on the average rate of excavation, this vein is enough to supply Belobog with 231 days of energy, with a margin of error of 7 days. I sense that your reason for summoning me is not the boring question. State your true intention, Clara.
Right. I wanted Mr. Svarog to see that many miners and vagrants have gotten hurt because of the vein. Can you help them?
I have already prevented the dispute and taken temporary control of the excavation zone. Evaluation result. In the event of no further variables, there will be no large-scale armed conflict within the next 30 days.
I know why you did it, Mr. Svarog. It's just, I don't think it'll be enough. The mining team and Wildfire, they don't understand your actions. If only we could do more for them.
My mission is the protection of the underworld. The trust of the minority sample is redundant to my calculations. Human behavior will always deviate from rational calculation, Clara. As evidenced by their presence here.
Svarog! We haven't settled our final score.
Zila, subordinate to Wildfire. Your resistance is futile. The result of my calculation is unequivocal. Remaining in the underworld is the optimal strategy for survival.
This again. Calculation results, survival strategies. I haven't got time for your thesis. Withdraw your forces, or I'll lose my temper.
Observe, Clara. Even under abject conditions, humans are unable to avoid division and conflict.
But Mr. Svarog...
Human failure to accept the calculation result is a significant threat to the survival strategy of the underworld. Calculation complete. Result unequivocal. Armed suppression of Wildfire and their allies is the optimal course of action.
about the girl in red? That robot is gonna take her away.
We must leave, Clara. External variables have triggered a calculation reset. The furnace core hub requires protection.
Please, Mills, don't hit them too hard.
I was getting bored of those minions. Time for a real fight. Come at me!
Phew, not bad. How many of these big guys is Svarog hiding?
A lot, which is why Wildfire has never been able to take him down. Svarog's forces are too strong. We don't have enough firepower. Clara? Don't worry about her. That girl is best pals with Svarog. She's always following behind him. He wouldn't harm her. I guess I'm just used to seeing them together now, even if I don't understand it. Let's look for the chief.
No need to look far. Nice work, Zila. We were attacked on both sides by robots. Who knows where they came from? We thought we were in it for the long haul.
Oh, Chief, is everyone okay? Is anyone injured?
We're fine. We're used to it at this point. We sent those pesky robots and ragtag troops packing. The mine should be quiet for a while. And, who are your friends here?
Ah, them. They're outsiders that Sample brought down from who knows where. They need a favor from Wildfire, so I brought them with me. It'll be faster if they explain.
It's been a while since I heard that anyone was pleased to meet anyone. I won't forget you in a hurry. Wildfire welcomes you. So, you went to all this trouble to find Wildfire. What help is it you need?
I didn't know you'd put on a show for the overworld, too. Impressive.
Well, this is new. Wildfire can barely take care of the underworld, and now outsiders are looking for assistance from us. This Stellaron you speak of. Never heard of it. But if it's a secret that even we locals don't know about, then one name does come to mind. The current Supreme Guardian is a liar who uses sweet words to deceive the underworld. She's never cared about our survival.
Stop right there. I won't allow you to insult the Madam Guardian.
Miss Overworld, my words may be painful to you, but every one of them is true. Go out into the towns and hear for yourself. See how the people here suffer. I haven't gotten close to voicing the extent of the underworld's grievances, young lady. But I will respect your request. I will leave it at that for now. Let's get back to the main topic. The name that came to my mind was Svarog.
Huh? Isn't Svarog Wildfire's sworn enemy?
Why would a mere robot in the underworld have knowledge of important secrets?
Sworn enemy. Not how I see it. The young master here is closer. Svarog is a cold and unfeeling machine. He recognizes only the dead reasoning of his calculations. Svarog is not against Wildfire. Or perhaps I should say, Wildfire isn't even of concern to him. That ancient robot witnessed the war. If you're looking to pick up a thread, he may well be your best source.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I myself have put a few centuries behind me. Would you be able to tell?
I'm familiar with over 20 long-life species. None of them look like you.
Hey, would it kill you to play along?
Robots don't forget. If Svarog hasn't heard of your Stellaron, then I'm afraid perhaps no one has.
In which case, we need to think of a way to convince Svarog to communicate with us.
Or get him to hand over his memory bank. We could go through it ourselves.
What should we do?
We've tried repeatedly to negotiate with Svarog, but he rejects every effort. He believes that wildfire is a threat. Still, if it were you guys... it's difficult to say. We have time. Let's get into the details tomorrow. It's late, and you must have been through a lot. Go back to the town and rest. I'll make arrangements.
Again? I'm starting to get nervous of arranged rest on this planet.
As for our Silvermane girl here, do you have time? I'd like to talk with you in private.
Wildfire? The vagrants? Svarog? The changes in here are greater than I ever imagined. What exactly did the underworld go through after the Silvermane guards left? Sorry. Did you have something you wanted to say to me? I think I know what it will concern. Even if Oleg wasn't looking for me, I would have looked for him. I'm certain that the residents of the underground will have a lot they need to vent about. And, as a Silvermane guard, I have a lot that I need to ascertain. Nothing more. According to Oleg, he's a robot that took part in the War of Defense over 700 years ago. He possesses a near-human intelligence and rules over all the machinery in the underground. During the war, the architects created astonishing mechanical soldiers. But the fight was so terrible that most were damaged or destroyed. The technology was lost. If what Oleg says is true, then Svarog is an architect creation left over from the old era. We do? I hadn't realized. I've received rigorous military training. Coordinating with soldiers under any circumstances is easy for me. I admit Zila is talented. We do work well together. But that's all there is to it. Hey, thanks for your concern. You should head back to the town. And I'll do the same when Oleg and I are finished.
Young lady, this isn't the best place for a chat. Let's keep things brief. Svarog? Well, he's an artificially intelligent being from the old world. He was here when the underground was first constructed. That's about all I knew. Now he guards the Furnace Core hub. Many vagrants have established bases in the vicinity, seeking Svarog's protection. You got the gist from Natasha, right? The miners and vagrants came to blows over the vein. Then Svarog's subordinates pushed everyone back. You saw for yourself. After he pushed everyone back, he disappeared. It was clear he didn't have any interest in the vein itself. If you want my take, he prevented another underworld conflict, even if the execution was rough around the edges. His behavior says something about his thinking. As long as everyone's been driven out, conflict is over. Well, I heard that she's a Silvermane guard that was sent to arrest you. I expected you to be less friendly around each other. Are you worried about her? Oh, working together. Understood. Rest easy. I won't make things difficult for her. We haven't seen a Silvermane guard down here for a long time now. I just want to ask her a few questions. Nothing more. It's getting late. You should go back to the town and get some rest.
You guys have some moves. If you need my help with anything, just shout. It'll take more than that. But you're not as bad as I took you for. You walk the talk. Oh, I wanted to ask you. That Branya girl, is she really a Silvermane guard? Oh, she heads up the force? Not bad. It's just, I thought that Silvermane guards were all cold and unfeeling. They left the underworld to perish. But she doesn't give me that impression. Anyway, I've got stuff to report to the chief. See you around.
Oh, you must be Oleg's guests. Welcome to the Gerda Grand Hotel. Yup, you've probably seen that stylish Gerda Hotel above ground, right?
Not the most pleasant memories of that place.
That's the above-ground branch of the Grand Hotel. A few hundred years ago, one ancestor of the Gerda family was ambitious and sought to build something big from nothing. He eventually realized his dream and opened a hotel branch in the most expensive area on the surface.
Oh, people with big dreams have big determination.
Oleg wants me to take good care of y'all. Here's the key. You'll be staying in our most spacious guest room.
What do you think? Should we go ahead and call it a day? Or walk around a bit more first? What do you think? Should we go ahead and call it a day? Or walk around a bit more first? Time to rest again. I hope there aren't any surprises this time. That Oleg, he seems sincere. What do you guys think? Happy now? She's even starting to sound like you.
It has nothing to do with me. But if you ask for my opinion, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Fine. We'll keep our guards up. Our last hotel experience was eventful, to say the least.
One of us should keep watch tonight.
Keep watch? Are we space cowboys now? I guess this is the cosmic Wild West. Anyone else sleepy?
You seem pretty exhausted. Don't overexert yourself. I'll do it.
I'll keep watch.
Branya, did you finish talking to Oleg? Hope he didn't make things difficult for you.
Not really. Though it wasn't the friendliest conversation. We didn't see eye to eye on everything. I've come to know a great deal in a short time. Doubt I'll be able to fall asleep tonight.
I doubt I'll be able to sleep either. Not that I don't trust you. It's just, you're a Silvermane guard officer in the underground. There might be people looking to harm you.
I wouldn't be surprised if there are. The Silvermane guards have a lot to make amends for down here. If someone had made a stand in the outset and explained the consequences to Madame Cocolia, forget it. It's meaningless to talk about it now. You don't need to worry about me. Oleg guaranteed that I wouldn't be harmed. He seemed like a man of his word. Go and rest.
I lost her. My wish. Your so-called plan. What is the point of it all? Silence! She is my daughter. My only... You soulless thing. How could you begin to fathom? You will never understand. Never! A new world.
That voice again. Such a strange dream. May as well go for a walk if I can't sleep.
Who goes there? Show yourself! Oh, it's you. Don't sneak up behind me next time. Lucky for you, I wasn't armed. No sleep for you either, huh? I understand. The more that weighs on your mind, the more your fears become dreamscapes. Actually, seeing as there's no one around, can I ask you some things? This Stellaron you speak of, if you were to find it, how sure are you that you could stop the eternal freeze? Your confidence actually makes me even more worried. This isn't like helping a child make a snowball. You know, it was difficult for me to believe you. Some of the words you use are too alien for those that have lived their entire life in Belobog. As far as I was concerned, Madame Cocolia's order to arrest you sounded reasonable. But why didn't she issue it straight away? She must have realized something about you. Something I haven't yet been able to perceive for myself. It bothers me. What must have transpired to cause her such a drastic change? Still, orders are orders. It's not for soldiers to question their superiors. I don't need you to remind me. And I didn't have every confidence that I was doing the right thing. But the sense of duty to carry out an order is bound to prevail with me. In the past, overworld soldiers on the front line would lose their lives in droves. And yet, the Fragmentum's advance would remain unaffected. Nevertheless, that was her reason for deploying all the Silvermane guards to the front line. The transport line for supplies in Geomera remained open, but the passage between the surface and the underground ceased. I approved of that decision. I never thought that the underworld would sink into such ruin without the Silvermane guards. Perhaps Mother was wrong. But how can I change her mind? I've tried, but she won't listen. I don't know how to get through to her. You mean... What was I thinking? No, I shouldn't. That was a diabolical thought. The more I think about it, the more disoriented I get, which in turn makes me think about it even more. I just want a better life for the people of Belobog. Maybe you're right. Or not. Right now, I just need more time to think. Walk with me. Let's forget our problems for a while. I can't remember the last time I went for a walk like this. I never thought I'd take one through such a strange place, with someone I'd only just gotten to know. It's so quiet here. I'm not used to it. Quieter things are around you, the louder they... I'm surprised the vagrants in the Great Mine go after the mining teams. They must be desperate. Still, whatever their situation, a crime is a crime. How is the law supposed to find a balance between justice and compassion in the face of such complexity?
How much longer can you last with your current supplies?
Is that Zila? Let's go take a look.
I know. I'll go to Rivet Town and bring them back for you.
It's too dangerous to go alone. Get Oleg to send someone with you.
The rest of Wildfire has barely gotten any sleep the last few days. They should rest. They'd only be holding their eyelids open and slowing me down. Besides, didn't you say some of the miners were gravely injured? Lives are on the line. Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? What are you doing out here? Up to no good, perhaps?
We're just having a walk. Neither of us could sleep. You can rescind your baseless accusations.
Look somewhere else, then.
Easy, Zila. Maybe they can help. Oh, yeah? Well, look at you swaggering in like the protagonist in your own story. Here's the situation. The clinic is packed full of people injured in the mines incident. Since you helped us resolve things, Zila and I have been busy caring for them. As you know, the underground is lacking resources to begin with. Add on the sudden nature of the incident, and it's no surprise that the clinic is almost out of medical supplies. We need to acquire more, somehow.
You don't know him at all yet, do you? You can't rely on people like Sampo when it's important. As the fragmentum spreads underground, more monsters go roaming around, causing trouble for all the towns. That means more vagrants in the mines. The town's resources have been swallowed up by the fragmentum. To get anything now, people have to risk their lives.
Easy now, Zila. Anger isn't good for one's health. Zila and I actually aren't from here. We both come from an industrial town to the north. A few years ago, the fragmentum began to seep into the town center. I used to manage an orphanage and clinic there. But after the fragmentum corroded the area, I had no choice but to move here to Boulder Town. After all, I have to survive myself if I want to save more people.
Go to a corroded town to collect some useful resources? I'm in. You want to come as well? But you look quite tired.
Hold up. I never said you could join us.
People's lives are at stake. Why wouldn't you want another person to help? Besides, I have some experience with the fragmentums. I'm sure I will be of use.
Well, just don't slow me down.
Zila's lack of outright rejection means she approves of you. With you all accompanying her, my mind will be more at ease. Come, let me give you a list of materials we need. The place you're going to is called Rivet Town. Follow the path through the mountains to the north for a bit, and you'll arrive there. Let me think. I'm almost out of metal plates and bandages used for immobilizing broken bones. There's a market in the center of Rivet Town. Residents left behind piles of materials there when they evacuated. Please look for some there. Oh, also rubbing alcohol. I kept a bunch at the orphanage, since the kids often got into tussles. I didn't bring it with me when I left. Oh, I hope it's still intact. Lastly, painkillers. There should be a bunch stored in the old lab. Hopefully they haven't been destroyed by monsters. These should be enough to get by for a bit longer. Be careful, don't push yourselves too hard.
Metal plates and bandages, rubbing alcohol, and painkillers. Got it. Piece of cake. Let's go. If we leave now, we can still make it back before sundown. When it comes to helping injured people groaning in pain, the sooner the better.
If we hadn't happened to be passing by, were you really planning on going into the fragmentum alone?
Of course. What's all the fuss about? I've done that loads of times.
So reckless. According to the rules of the Silvermane Guards, any expedition into the fragmentum must have a squad of at least 4 members, as well as a communications officer.
Exactly. A rule of the Silvermane Guards. Don't apply your rules to us.
Thank you. If we hadn't run into you two, Zila would have had to venture into the Fragmentum on her own. I know it's not her first rodeo, but the thought of her taking on those horrid monsters, I can't help but worry. Well, she grew up before my eyes, after all. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. Zila has been like this since she was little. Impulsive and eager to be the best. For people who don't know her, they might find her difficult. But you can trust her, even with your life. Stick around a bit longer, and you'll see what I mean.
We're here. This is Rivet Town. Everything looks familiar. Let's go, and watch your step. I haven't been here in a long time. There are probably some monsters around. We can't see anything here. Let's find higher ground to get a better view. Way over there. See that house on the hill? That's Natasha's old orphanage. After Oleg found me, he sent me there. I spent over half my childhood in that place. Natasha said that the house was donated by some rich businessman. Whatever his business may have been, he must have been a good person. I miss those carefree days as a kid.
Huh.
What? Nothing to say?
No, it's just... this place seems familiar somehow. Never mind.
Weirdo. Look down there. See the mess that remains of those old stalls? That's Rivet Town's market. The supplies Natasha wants are probably there. Let's keep moving. Watch out for monsters. How could they all be empty? Now even the monsters are gathering supplies?
The monsters of the Fragmentum don't need any materials we humans use. And if they did take anything, this place would look much messier.
You mean that someone else got here and took everything before us?
It's just a guess, but there are also some footprints on the ground here.
The scent of dirt is still fresh. They can't have come too long before us. Let's go then. We need to find something, even if we have to search every corner of this market. Eric? Hey, Brat! How could you come here by yourself? Oh, don't you know how dangerous this place is?
Zila! You aren't the boss of me. I can go wherever I want. It's none of your beeswax.
You took the materials and hid them all here. Not bad, kid. But if we didn't take care of those monsters, what were you planning to do? Just stay here, shaking in your boots?
Who asked you to do anything? I was just about to escape. I didn't need your help at all.
Still stubborn, huh? Then tell me, how exactly were you gonna get those big metal plates out of here past those monsters?
There's always a way.
Don't be so polite to him. Everyone in the underworld knows this brat is a no-good thief. If I remember correctly, even the clothes you're wearing came off another kid's back.
About that.
Tell us, What do you even want metal plates and gauze bandages for? We need them to save people.
200.
What?
200 shield.
Are you kidding me? You want to negotiate?
Not much, but I didn't bring my coin purse.
You're actually planning to give this little crook money? I'm telling you, this is his same old trick.
No! Not this time. I really need money. My daddy.
Pretending to use your dad again as an excuse. If he knew about this, you'd be in big trouble.
No!
Zila, that's enough. It's Eric, right? Here, you can have this.
What's this?
This is a medal given to me by the architects. See that blue stone in the middle? That's a geomarrow crystal of the highest purity. You need money for your family, right? Take this and show it to a knowledgeable buyer, and they'll instantly know how valuable it is.
Thank you.
But you'll have to promise me one thing. You'll never steal other people's things again. Promise?
I promise. I'll never steal things again.
Then it's a deal. If you go back on your promise, I'm going to bring my Silvermane guards with me and catch you myself. Here, take the medal and go back to the town. We already took care of any threat on the way. You'll be safe.
Thank you, whoever you are. You guys can take all of these things. You guys need to be careful too. There seems to be something real scary in that house up on the hill. Oh, right! The road across from the market is blocked. If you want to go further, you'll have to go to the shopping street.
Got it. Thanks for the tip.
That object was pretty important to you, right? Are you sure you're okay just giving it to Eric like that?
If it will make him change his ways, it's more than worth it.
What if he doesn't?
From a young age, my mother taught me to be forgiving and to preserve the goodwill in people's hearts. Even if I am but a small glimmer of light in this world, I must try my best to shine brightly for others. I must give him a chance, Zila, because other people can't.
I don't really get what you just said. Anyway, we should get moving. Eric said that we need to take the shopping street to go any further. I think I still remember where it is. This way. This is the street, all right. The orphanage should be at the end.
These shops and signs, why do I feel like I've seen them before? But when?
Will still look familiar.
These stairs, they seem to have become more narrow.
Almost there. I didn't expect this place to be so well preserved. You know, if we could have worked together to push back the Fragmentum... We made it! It's been so long, but this place hasn't changed one bit. It looks like there's a lot of stuff piled outside. Let's go see if there's any rubbing alcohol for Nat. Hey! Where are you going? Let's look around the orphanage first.
These crates have been sitting here for many years, right? Even if they have materials in them, are you sure they are still usable?
Do you think undergrounders care about expiration dates? Even having any supplies is a miracle in itself. No. No. Empty. How are they all empty? Who could have...
Careful! Enemy behind you!
I've only seen this kind of monster before in the restricted zone.
I don't care how big you are. You dare sneak up on us from behind. This is it for you, pal! That was it? Nah, I could have taken it on by myself. But still, fighting alongside you two was pretty fun. Should be all clear now. Let's poke around. The kids at the orphanage were always getting into scraps when we played out here. If I remember it right, there ought to be some supplies for our cuts and bruises stored in that corner there. I just hope the monster didn't get to them.
It wasn't my imagination.
Huh? What are you talking about?
This building? This playground equipment? I've seen it all before.
What? Come on. The overground and underground have been sealed off from each other for over 10 years. It would have been used if a Silvermane guard had come down here, let alone an overworld princess. Wait, unless before that...
Yes, it's a possibility. That would explain why my memory of it is so blurry. Come on, I need to look around a bit more before I can be sure. Ugh, the swing is covered in dust. Hey, don't sit on it. It's filthy.
Ah, it sure brings back memories. I still remember one time I swung super high and everyone was scared I would fly off.
Who knew swinging could be so intense?
At the time, I wanted to swing myself into the sky and fly up to the overworld.
So dangerous. You're lucky to have lived till now.
Aren't we all, though? We've looked everywhere but here. I hope my memory is right. It's... Ah! Yes! We found it! Great! It's barely damaged. Nat wouldn't have expected her old supplies from years ago to have stayed in such good condition.
You should still check the expiration date for things like rubbing alcohol. If it's expired, it won't be effective.
True. Let me check a few bottles. Huh? What's this?
This is something from when I was a child.
When you were a child? Are you sure?
Yes. I remember now. I used to live here. Before the architects took me away, before Madame Cocolia adopted me, I used to live here. I'm an undergrounder.
You're an undergrounder? Wait a minute. You're saying that Cocolia, the Supreme Guardian, adopted you? Then...
Yes. I'm the successor chosen by the architects. In the future, I will become the guardian who leads Belobog. Why? Why didn't I remember this until now? My childhood memories are so blurry.
Mother would never do that to me. There's no way she would. The architect said that the guardian successor is selected from among all people in Belobog. The selection process can take anywhere from a few years to a few decades. During that time, all children of the appropriate age in both the overworld and the underworld will be tested. In the end, only one child deemed as worthy will be chosen. I must have been chosen from among the children here and then taken to the surface.
The kids at the orphanage are always coming and going. I never thought that there would have been a future supreme guardian among us. Does Nat know about this? Could she have been keeping it a secret?
I don't think she knows. The selection of the successor is done with utmost secrecy. And the child chosen must completely say goodbye to their past. And thus, I became the daughter of Madame Cocolia. My only identity is that of guardian successor. But I'm not good enough. Every day I see Silvermane guards sacrifice their lives in the Fragmentum, but I've never had the resolve to try to change Mother's mind. The underworld has been struggling, but I never tried to help. I didn't even know that it was my own home that had fallen into such a dire state. In the end, I haven't been able to guard anything. How could they have thought that I was worthy to be the successor?
Hey, are you done?
Huh?
Wow. Ugh, so annoying.
What?
What? You thought I should feel sorry for you after your little speech? You can hide in your palace while you fuss over your overworld problems. And on the front line, it's not even you who's putting their life in danger. But in the underworld, what do we worry about? If we'll have food for our next meal, or survive to the next week. Even if I am but a small glimmer of light in this world, I must try my best to shine brightly for others. Didn't you say that? Well, if you really want to protect everyone, what are you standing here crying for? Get to it!
You're right. You're right. Self-pity doesn't help solve anything. Thank you, Sela. Usually when I feel sorry for myself, I am met with gentle consolation. Never has anyone dared to be tough and make me snap out of it.
I'm no good at consoling, but I can hit you on the head a few times, no problem. I can tell that you have a big burden to carry. Why do you force yourself to?
As the successor to the Guardian of Belobog, I must always be vigilant of my behavior and thoughts.
Yeah, Lady Branya. Miss Future Supreme Guardian comes from the same orphanage as me. Who thought it would be a good idea to put us together, huh? How about I show you around the orphanage a bit more? Unlike you, my memories from when I was little are crystal clear.
Okay. I'll indulge in old memories with you for a while.
I should let those two be alone for a bit. The only thing left to find is painkillers. I'll see if there's any nearby. I should let those two be the only thing left. What's that sound?
Oh! It's here! We found it! Thank you, Perkins.
Don't mention it, Clara. Warning. Warning. Danger detected. Protect Clara. Initiating active defense mode.
Perkins, don't! Stop! I've seen this person before. She's not bad, right?
Command received. Danger removed. Deactivating active defense mode.
This place is dangerous. You should leave. Oh, I came here for these painkillers too. There are a lot of people hurt at the Vagrant camp. I guess the miners are no different? If everyone could just get along, things would be easier. Here you are. I hope the medicine is of help to you. No. Mr. Svarog, he's my family. I met Mr. Svarog when I was real little. He took me in and took care of me. I'm really sorry about what happened back in the Great Mine. Mr. Svarog doesn't trust any humans besides me, especially everyone from Wildfire. Mr. Svarog doesn't want to hurt people, but he always follows the calculations of his analysis. He thinks that interaction with humans is inefficient. Wildfire wants everyone to leave the underground, but Mr. Svarog wants everyone to stay here. According to his calculations, the overground is already unsafe. Yes. At least according to Mr. Svarog's calculations. He says that his responsibility is preservation. To do that, he must make decisions that best protect humanity. I know that Wildfire wants to talk to Mr. Svarog, but no matter how many times you talk to him, Mr. Svarog won't change his mind. So please trust me. I'll try to persuade Mr. Svarog. Hopefully one day he'll finally listen.
Clara, what are you doing here?
You're Miss Seela from Wildfire. I came here to...
Why are you helping the vagrants look for medicine? If they're so great, how could they make a little girl go around running errands for them?
No, it's not like that. I wasn't made to do anything. It's just that the living conditions for the vagrants aren't great. There's not even a clinic in their camp. So I wanted to help them out. Also, not all of them are bad people. Everyone just wants to survive. Miss Seela, did this medicine belong to Miss Natasha? Then, can you give me some? The vagrants' injuries are quite serious.
I see. Let's split these painkillers then.
Really? We don't need to ask Miss Natasha first?
If I know Nat, she won't mind. Although, this will make it more difficult for us. She'll understand. She always does.
Great! Thank you, Miss Seela.
Are you leaving? This old town is too dangerous. We'll accompany you part of the way.
It's fine. I have Perkins for company. And I have some more things I need to look for here first.
Understood. Be careful, though.
Metal plates and bandages, rubbing alcohol, painkillers. Great, that's everything. Let's go report to Natasha in Boulder Town. It won't take long to get back.
we're back.
That's our Zila. Nothing if not punctual. So, did you find any usable supplies? Oh, let me see. Metal plates, gauze bandages, painkillers, rubbing alcohol. Perfect. That's everything I needed. Huh. It's just, there are less painkillers than I'd expected. Did someone break into the storage room? Clara? Huh. If she was there too, then I understand. She wants to look after the injured vagrants, right? Clara's always been a kind-hearted girl. I think you made the right decision. Still, it means I'm going to have to draw up a detailed dosage plan.
Hey, don't worry. I'll help you.
No need. I'll handle the clinic. I assume you three have more important things to be getting on with, right? Oleg will be waiting, not to mention your two companions.
So you guys aren't that close after all? I thought you were sworn friends.
You're adorable, Branya. She was obviously joking.
I bet old Oleg wants to talk about Svarog. We should get going. Sorry, Nat. We'll have to leave the wounded to you.
Oh, no worries. I hope things go smoothly.
Hey, they're finally back! I wasn't worried about you. If you must know, I was wondering if Branya was okay.
Oh, please. You've barely sat still since they left.
It's good to have everyone back together. Let me get straight to it. Regarding the Stellaron and your predicament in the overworld, your friends have gone over both with me again. The last time I saw Kokolia, she was an impressive young lady. I never thought that after becoming the Guardian. All I can say is that I sympathize with your situation. Rest easy. Wildfire won't go behind your back on this. Your plan sounds a bit like the ravings of a drunken miner, but at least you're offering a road forwards. We Underworlders haven't had a road to anywhere for a long time now, and you can see how things have become. I'm willing to give you guys a shot.
Don't worry, Mr. Oleg. We'll make sure you don't regret it.
Ravings of a drunken miner is a little harsh.
Maybe it is, but I think we need to set our sights on something a bit more realistic. You guys want to know the whereabouts of the Stellaron. Wildfire wants to remove the restrictions on the Underworld. In other words, Svarog is the target of both our efforts. If we can't deal with the boss, we can't deal with anything.
He wouldn't understand. You're forgetting he's a robot. It'd be faster to smash him to scrap metal.
We should make preparations for both approaches. Of course, it's better to settle matters through peaceful means, but if the situation changes, we must be prepared for armed conflict at a moment's notice. Wildfire has tried many times to make contact with Svarog, without success. He has no intention of engaging with us. At our current strength, it would be incredibly dangerous to use force. Svarog's robots don't fear sacrifice, and I don't want to risk Underworld lives. But things have changed. Your arrival constitutes an external variable for Svarog. I may not have the full picture, but perhaps you guys have an opportunity to sway him.
That would be best.
Our scheme is coming along nicely. But I fear that Svarog just isn't the swaying type. You'll understand when you get to his territory. Things never run smoothly down here. What about you, Miss Silvermane? You're the only one here that isn't compelled to do or die with Svarog. I'd like to hear your plan.
Oh, the Underworld is still a part of Belobog. If Svarog's existence constitutes a threat to the people here, I will of course stand with you.
Excellent. An enlightened answer, young lady, and spoken like a true successor to the guardianship. Seeing as we're all on the same side, there's no reason to delay. Let's go. I've arranged for a guide to take you to Svarog. Wildfire's relationship with Svarog has been hostile for a long time now. Accompanying you would only lead to misunderstandings. We'll be nearby, awaiting orders. If things go south, we'll be there in no time. Zila, perhaps you can take our outsider friends the rest of the way.
I'm on it, boss. Hook? You.
This I really wasn't expecting.
So, the moles are a part of Wildfire.
Ah, that's right. It's me, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. What do you want?
Kiddo, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I will be your guide, friends, by order of Chief Oleg. I gotta say I'm a little upset at the thought of you choosing a toddler over your old buddy Sampo.
All right, don't get started. But I want to ask you something. Everyone in Wildfire knows the location of Svarog's lair. Why do we need you as a guide?
My specialty's in the field, perhaps. Wildfire may know where the base is, but have they ever been inside?
You've been inside?
No, but I felt my way around the outside and picked up more than a few clues. I can help you. You have my word. Hey, what are you trying to say? Name me someone above or below ground that walks the talk like Sempo Koski. My legacy will prove that Sempo Koski was nothing but a willing and devoted servant of...
Oh, enough. Jeez, we believe you, okay? Show us the way already.
Great! Stay close.
Sampo, are we there yet?
Do you have to ask every other minute, Missy? 2 more steps, just 2 more steps, and you're there.
What a heavy gate. Okay, watch this. Open sesame! Is that a secret code or something?
It's an imaginary password that children like to use. And I don't think it's going to be of much use.
I was just about to get into those before Miss March's colorful attempt. Luckily for us, I've already figured out the mechanism for this gate. They don't just let any Joe Schmo in and out of Boss Svarog's territory. I mean, if you want to see the big cheese himself, you need certification.
Certification?
Correct. Only prospectors with the right certification can get in or out. These prospectors collect mechanical remnants from all over the underground and then bring them to Svarog for him to repair. Honestly, it's a very profitable little venture. If only I'd beaten them to it. They'd be calling me Sempo Bosky by now.
Time out. Where do we get this certification?
Oh, that's simple. You see the robots over by the vagrants? They're all Svarog scouts. Every one of them is commanded to maintain order here. Apart from them keeping a watchful eye on these hooligans, another one of their duties is processing. Anyone who wants to become a prospector has to pass a test from these walking stoplights first. Not a clue. I never had the urge to go on a Svarog suicide mission before. You guys are the ones that want in. Why not go and ask the robots?
It feels like the people here are all under the supervision of robots. This would be unthinkable on the surface.
Robots are merely tools in the overworld.
Don't take Svarog as an ordinary robot. He's, special. This has to be one of them, right?
It looks so lame.
Is it even awake in there? Maybe it's broken down. That scared me.
Protocol. Initiating. Scanning. Verifying. Certification failure. Subject has yet to obtain access permissions. Launching processing.
Huh? Are we starting now?
Launching stage 1 processing. Please listen to the following question. Who is the reigning champion of the Internal Combustion Engine Wrap Tournament?
Infernal construction what now? How would we know anything about that?
Sampo, do you know the answer?
Sampo Gaski always knows that... Wait, what did it say again?
Aren't you supposed to be dependable?
Well, I don't know everything. Sometimes you gotta ask around if you want to know the answer. Don't panic. Let's listen in to what the vagrants are talking about. We might just hit the jackpot.
Please answer the following question. Who is the reigning champion of the Internal Combustion Engine Wrap Tournament? Correct answer.
Whoa! Was that a lucky guess? Did you go to a music festival without us?
Certification result. Success. Requisite certifications remaining. 2. Please extend your right hand.
My right hand? Here you go. Why is this part of the... hey! Ow! Ow! So this is the certification mark?
Great. Only 2 more steps to go. Let's move.
Protocol. Initiating. Scanning. I'm so sick of repeating this.
Huh? What did this bucket of bolts just say?
Seems like this one's got a temper.
Let's get this over with. Did you get your first certification? If not, then you're wasting your time.
You mean this? Here, look.
Yeah, whatever. Here comes your question. Listen up. Riddle me this. A microcrystalline unit should be connected to which component? You don't know the answer? That's lame. It's back to school for you.
No! You can't insert the microcrystalline unit into the heat sink substrate like that.
How do you know? Balloway from Miner's Lamp said that you need to pay attention to the interfaces when assembling relics. To make this thing move again, we need to connect the microcrystalline unit to the operating brake module. Otherwise, it's just a pile of scrap metal.
If you believe a word that senile idiot Balloway says, you're done for. The last time he acted on his own advice, he electrocuted himself. You should be asking people with real smarts. No one is better at fixing machines than Marev. I saw him connecting a microcrystalline conductor unit to a logic control hub to get a vibrating drill to work.
Marev? Him and his brother wouldn't know a real relic if it hit him in the face. Last I heard, he got scammed by someone selling counterfeit junk.
You're just salty, my friend.
Yeah, whatever. Here comes your question. Listen up. Riddle me this. A microcrystalline unit should be connected to which component? Wrong. Congratulations. Simple question, terrible answer. It's back to school for you.
Can I smash this can opener already?
Ha! You wanna go? You caught me in a bad mood. Let's do this.
If we turn you into scrap metal, we still get our certification, right? Suits me.
Wait, have mercy. I'm sorry. One certification coming right up.
Now we're talking.
Okay, please extend your right hand.
Huh? Me again? It hurts, you know. Ow.
There you are. Only one more to go. Now, please leave me in peace.
Whatever the case, we'll need it to identify our certifications.
There's something wrong with this one.
Protocol. Initialization failure. Attempting system restoration.
Not encouraging.
System restoration failure. Core module damaged. External threat detected. Threat elimination activated. Initializing combat module.
Finally, no more racking our brains. This rust bucket's about to meet its maker. Learned how to behave now?
Let me try and reset its system.
Certification system online. Please extend your right hand.
Why is it always me? How come it hurt even more than the other two? At least that's the final step. We can get in now, right? Svarog's certification system is no match for us.
This better work. Let's get back to the gate and give it a go.
See? Not so bad having Sampo on the team after all, huh? Right? Chief Oleg knew all along that I...
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll commend you to the chief. No need to waste your time.
All right. Well, let me issue a warning now. Everything from here on out is uncharted territory. We must proceed with the utmost caution.
Now to set the record straight with Svarog. Let's get in there.
Dude, did anyone hear what I just said?
A gate? Oh, why is there another gate here?
It looks like this gate has a more complicated structure than the last one.
Sampo, what is this? Huh? Sampo? Oh, where is he?
Oh, where did he run off to? He was just here a second ago.
This isn't the first time.
It's that same type of robot again. Ugh, please don't tell me there's another round of processing.
Visitors for Svarog detected. Protocol initiating. Scanning. Verifying.
Oh, good plan. Treat the robots like guard dogs. How is that going to improve our chances?
Certification failure. Subject has yet to obtain access permissions. Request rejected. Visitors must acquire access permissions from Miss Clara.
Clara? Oh, the girl we saw in the Great Mine? We need to get permissions from her? What's she got to do with this? Family. Huh, weird.
Don't trouble yourself about it. We need to find her. I don't know if this will work, but it's worth a try. Where is Clara right now?
Obtaining audio data. Please wait.
The energy core's bearing component is broken. If we don't repair it soon, the settlement will be pitch black. Timmy, I'm going back to Rivet Town. Maybe I can recover some usable components. You need to guard the gate while I'm gone.
Recording recovery complete. Resuming execution of Clara's commands.
She went back? We were just there. Sounds like we better head over again.
Wait, you guys went sightseeing in another town?
It wasn't as fun as you think.
That little girl heading into the Fragmentum all by herself? Ugh, doesn't bear thinking about. Her strength belies her appearance, but even so...
You don't look so tough yourself. Well, let's find her. Svarog's not going anywhere.
This is a big town. Where should we start?
Clara said she was going to find components, right? Let's start with Nat's storage room.
Isn't this the robot that was following Clara around?
These can openers all look the same. How can you tell them apart?
Shh! It's about to say something. Listen.
Initializing self-repair module. Initialization failure. Clara in danger. Must protect.
In danger? What do you mean?
Workshop. Target must be eliminated.
Wait, does it mean that a monster appeared over at the workshop? Clara, she...
Not good. She's in danger. Quick, let's head over to the workshop and check it out. I know the way. Just as we feared, there's something big over there. And there's Clara! We have to save her!
Let's go. No need to fear. We have the numerical advantage.
Are you okay, Clara? Are you hurt?
Thanks, everyone. I'm fine. Just a few scratches.
You shouldn't be running around by yourself. It's too dangerous. What are you looking for here?
There is a fault with one of the energy supply units at the base. If I don't repair it soon, everyone at the settlement will be affected. I knew there was a workshop in this town, so I wanted to try my luck here. I found all the components I need, but then I ran into a monster. You guys saved me. I'll tell Mr. Svarog about it.
We were planning on paying him a visit.
Huh? What do you need to see him for? I can pass him a message.
No. This time, we need to set things straight with him, face to face. Can you take us to meet him?
But Mr. Svarog doesn't like talking to others, especially Wildfire.
Don't I know it? But he's evaded communication with us for too long. This time, we have to see him.
I know you're working hard for the people down here, but Mr. Svarog doesn't trust human emotions. he only trusts his calculation results. So, I can't take you to see him. If Mr. Svarog and you had a fight, someone would get hurt for sure. Maybe even bystanders.
Listen, kid, you...
Clara, you said it yourself before, right? Svarog's duty is to protect the underworld and preserve the civilization here. We have the same wish. Why would he refuse to cooperate with us?
I know Mr. Svarog. He isn't affected by other people's wishes. He only follows logical judgments. Terrible things are happening on this world. Mr. Svarog thinks that the overworld will end soon.
What?
According to his calculation results, the strength of the underworlders won't be enough to prevent the disaster. His plan is to keep the underworlders away from the source of the disaster so they can survive for longer.
Isn't that just putting us in a cage? It's ridiculous. What difference does it make if our death gets postponed a couple of days? How is that better than putting up a fight?
I'll definitely return the favor, but not like this. If you don't mind, I still have important things to do. I'll go back now.
Clara!
It's no use, Zila. She's made up her mind. I could tell from her expression. We will have to think of another way.
That's no ordinary kid. So young and yet so... stubborn? No. Intelligent?
She's incisive and determined. In sharp contrast to you, March.
Did you really have to add that last part?
It looks like we'll have to get past Clara if we want to speak to Svarog. If we circumvent Clara and the gate, Svarog will only identify us as intruders. He'll be even more likely to give us the cold shoulder.
Isn't a robot shoulder cold to begin with?
Clara mentioned Svarog's calculation results many times. The strength of the Underworlders won't be enough to prevent the disaster. Those were her exact words. For me, that's our starting point.
So, you think Svarog's logic has a hole in it?
No. His calculation is correct. At its current strength, it is highly unlikely that Wildfire would be able to resolve the problems stemming from the Stellaron. However, that calculation didn't take the present situation into account. There's a new variable yet to be added to the equation. Precisely. If we can make Svarog believe in us, we can almost certainly overturn the result of his calculation, and we'll be one step closer to peace talks.
But how can we get him to do that? Showing him some of our photos wouldn't cut it, right?
There's always a way. But first, we have to convince Clara. I assume she must be on her way back to the robot settlement. Let's catch up with her.
She turned that way, quick! Huh? Where'd she go? We just saw her go this way. We'll just have to head straight and keep looking.
Why won't it... I can't figure it out. Oh, it's you. You came with me after all. You keep saying that, but...
Are you repairing this installation, Clara? Hit a snack?
Huh? How did you know?
The dimensions and wear of these two roller components look very different from the rest of the unit. You must have only just replaced them. You replaced the damaged components, but the unit isn't starting up as normal. That's what you're trying to figure out, right?
Yeah, I fixed a lot of things before, but I never had to repair one as complicated as this.
Why isn't Svarog helping you?
I don't want to disturb him. This installation was accidentally damaged by two of the vagrants. If Mr. Svarog finds out, they'll get in big trouble.
You know, Clara, if you're too kind, people can take advantage of you.
I think I found the source of the problem. You replaced the rollers, but the bearing is causing a jam. And there's a misalignment. You two, give me a hand. We should be able to fix it between us.
More fixing? I'm getting good at this.
Can we really fix this?
Relax, we got this. Right, Don Hung?
Less asking, more helping.
Whoa, it lit up. Thanks, guys.
No need. We hardly lifted a finger. So, the settlement's energy supply problem is solved for the time being?
Yes. The people on the outskirts don't need to worry about heat or light now. I understand. You helped a lot of injured people in the mine, and you risked going into the town for supplies. You're good people. If there's any other way I can help you, I'll do my best. But this...
How are we gonna convince her? The present situation is... we're here! This planet isn't doomed after all! Clara, you're observant, right? Take a look at us. Do we look like Underworlders?
Well, you do look very different from other people.
Right! That's because we're not from here. We've never been a factor in Svarog's calculations. And if those calculations are based solely on the strength of the Underworlders, then the results don't apply to the present situation.
When did Svarog start doing his calculations, Clara?
It was a long time ago. The same time the underworld was sealed off, I think.
Circumstances have changed since then. There's a Silvermane guard down here now. Is that part of Svarog's calculation? Not to mention There's just no way that Svarog's calculations would have included variables like us, you know?
Different planet? Don't treat me like a child. Those are just made-up stories that grown-ups like to tell. I don't...
Hey, she and March aren't lying, Clara. I believe them.
Branya, do you really?
I know how you feel, Clara. You want new hope for the underground, but you don't want anyone to get hurt in the process, right? I also have doubts, but my gut tells me that March, Dan Hung, and she,
They are the new hope this world's been waiting for. Let them make Svarog, and let's see if his calculation result is any different. For you, for him, there's no harm in trying, right?
Okay, I'll take you to see Mr. Svarog.
Really? Awesome!
I understand now. Trying to change Mr. Svarog's mind on my own would take forever. Even if I kept trying until I was all grown up, I don't think I could do it. And all the while, people would be getting sick, losing their homes, and fighting. Just like in the mine. I don't want that to happen. If you guys really believe that you can convince Mr. Svarog, then I need to be brave too. Everyone, follow me.
Branya, I didn't know you'd stick up for us like that back there. Well said.
It was nothing. I just said what I truly felt.
I'm back, Timmy.
Welcome back, Miss Clara.
Timmy, open the gate, please. I want to see Mr. Svarog.
Outsiders detected. Do you wish to permit access?
It's okay. They're all my guests.
Command received. Access restriction terminal unlocked. Welcome back, Miss Clara and guests.
If you can, please try not to upset Mr. Svarog.
It's okay, Clara. We're here to reason with him.
I'll leave negotiations to you guys. They're not my strong point.
Negotiating with robots. I can't say I've tried it before.
Are you ready?
I'm back, Mr. Svarog.
I see that the energy supply system is back online. Thank you, Clara. But why have you brought them?
Mr. Svarog, they want to talk to you about going to the surface.
Analyzing. Analysis result. Target does not belong to Wildfire. Background unknown. Classification unknown. You have arrived on Clara's recommendation. I will give you an opportunity to speak.
Hey, sounds like he's willing to communicate. Quick, time to smooth talk him.
An inadequate pretext. You are not from the underground. You have no right to represent underworld humanity. Proceed with your central point. Do not waste this world's valuable time.
He cut you off completely. This guy.
Stay focused. Remember, we have to make him see that we're a variable in the calculation.
Stellaron. Searching database. Access denied. Discussing Stellaron with unauthorized targets. Prohibited. You are broaching a secret that lies at the heart of this world. A secret that should remain unknown to humanity. Reassessing targets. Threat index raised. I demand that you reveal your true intention.
As expected. He knows of the Stellaron, but it's a restricted topic.
We've come this far. Out with it already. Just be straight with him. Everything depends on it.
Historical records state that humanity has already made multiple efforts to engage with the Stellaron. Without exception, these efforts have been motivated by human greed, attempts to secure the article for a selfish end. As instructed by the architects, any attempt to engage with the Stellaron will result in grave consequences. Reassessing. Target threat index critical.
What should we do? This is going from bad to worse.
Target hostility significantly exceeds base index. Calculation result remains unchanged. Peacekeeping protocol temporarily disengaged. Requesting extermination protocol launch.
Extermination? In the literal sense?
Peace talks are over. March. Prepare for combat.
Mr. Svarog, please don't!
Leave, Clara.
Clara, it's dangerous here. Find somewhere to hide.
Looks like we have to take action after all.
Prototype number 3. Monitoring automaton Svarog. Extermination protocol launch. Successful. Annihilation permitted.
How can you put up your best fight without a doctor on the battlefield? All of you, stay focused. I'm right behind you.
Nat, how did you...
Guess you guys had a bad talk, huh? Luckily, Sampo's got your back.
Sampo! I knew you'd be involved somehow.
Base breached. Armed wildfire personnel detected. Assessing. All subjects are high-risk individuals. Commencing complete annihilation.
Please don't hurt Mr. Svarog!
Clara! You...
Mr. Svarog can't fight anymore. Please. Please don't hurt him.
Clara.
Mr. Svarog, don't push yourself any further. Can you tell them what you know? Mr. Svarog, you said you were willing to make all my wishes come true, right? My biggest wish right now is for everyone to work together. Like family. Recently, I learned something new. Calculation results can't always bring people happiness. Even if the world outside the cage isn't beautiful, people still want to know what it's like.
Assessment system reset. Successful. Processing variables. Variable 1. Clara's request. Variable 2. Outsider's intentions. Updated assessment result. Transference of decision-making authority to outsiders. Outsiders are granted access to Stellaron intelligence.
So we did it?
Clara seems like the only one who can break through Svarog's cold logic. It's a good thing she was here. I hope his memory bank really does contain data on the Stellaron.
Is this it, Nat? Us? Wildfire? The Underworld? Did we win?
No, Zila. Our battle, their battle, it's just beginning.
We finally made it to this point.
What's up? Nervous?
No. But I do have an aching feeling in my chest. ready. Reveal the truth. I'm listening.
I have finished collating the Stellaron data and records. Do you wish to proceed, outsiders? Requesting database materials cache, serial number 13175. Encryption level, highest. Request approved. Transmission.
This is the fruit of many years of research, Madam Guardian. The evidence is irrefutable. This so-called Stellaron is the source of all the destruction.
The people will struggle to accept this conclusion, Doctor. If we were to tell them that the almighty Elisa Rand activated this thing and triggered the eternal freeze.
It's the truth, madam. The truth won't change with the opinions of the people. The reports before you are the precious result of painstaking effort on the part of Belobog's greatest scholars. You must trust the weight of its conclusion.
I have never doubted you, Doctor. On the contrary, I am resolute in the face of this conclusion. From the moment I took up this mantle, that voice, their voice, has made its home in my mind. I cannot shake them. I shouldn't be telling you this. Let's return to your research, Doctor. I'm afraid I cannot make these reports known to the public, unless...
Unless what? Please, proceed, madam.
Unless you have found a way to completely destroy the Stellaron.
I understand. In the name of preservation, I will fulfill this mission.
Cache number 13175. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 24830.
I don't understand, Doctor. Why do we have to hide such valuable research results away? They're the work of a lifetime.
You're still young, child. There will come a day when you do understand. This Supreme Guardian, she sees further than you or I. All the decisions are for the security of Belobog.
I just think it's a shame. Our research has hit an obstacle. Meanwhile, your results will be buried in the snow.
Don't be upset, child. You still have lots of time ahead of you. When you find a way to destroy the Stellaron, our efforts will have been worth it.
Cache number 24830. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 57614.
This is... Why is there a robot here?
During his life, this was Dr. Mearsheimer's personal robot bodyguard. I heard it's a prototype from the Great War. Since the doctor and his assistants passed away, it's remained here. It hasn't moved an inch.
Oh, I see. Let's start. We must unearth the doctor's research conclusions. All of them.
Madam Guardian, I've found them. All the documents are here.
Good. That'll do.
Madam Guardian, what should we do with the robot?
It would seem a great waste to destroy it. Find someone to reset its system, and then arrange for it to be sent to the underworld. I hear that the development group is in need of a robot with defense capabilities.
Yes, madam.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but these results must be taken care of by the architects.
One day, somebody will be able to carry out your behest.
Cache number 57614. Transmission complete. Concluding data transmission.
So, the truth is clear now, right?
And it would appear that they never succeeded. Now only one question remains. Why would Cocolia exhibit such a sudden change in her attitude towards us?
Branya? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I feel a little faint. Why? Why, Mother? Maybe she wasn't aware. Maybe she...
I'm sorry. It's no use lying to yourself, Branya. It's time for you to make a decision.
Hey, can I have a word with you? I know that we'll need time to process this new information, but we have to decide on our next plan as soon as possible.
Mr. Svarog, are you okay? Let me repair your language module first.
Assessing. Language module operating as normal. Thank you, Clara.
Did your memory module get damaged? Maybe I can fix that too.
Retrieving memory module. Architect machine era records, intact. War of Defense combat data, intact. Geomero Development Group era records, intact. Record of Clara's crafting of miniature magnetic drill rigs, intact. Record of Clara's explanation of human sleeping in behavior, intact.
So your memory module is okay?
I have made a backup of all records pertaining to you, Clara. Do not worry.
Even the one about sleeping in?
There are multiple backups. I can recover them at any time.
Mr. Svarog, can I delete some of them?
I cannot grant this request. Records pertaining to you constitute important data, Clara. They must remain intact. They are memories of family.
I understand. Mr. Svarog, I still want to help you check a few other modules. Turn around a little. At daybreak, the Guardian shall be a glittering star, illuminating the people's path. At nightfall, the Guardian shall be a flickering flame, comforting the people's soul. Ah, so many years. Have I been following lies this whole time?
Hey, maybe you should find someone to talk to. Don't let it get you down. You can share your feelings with others, you know? Do you think keeping it all to yourself is doing you any good? You let that status of yours go to your head, huh? Afraid to show weakness? That's why you're keeping so much bottled up inside, right? This isn't the overworld. I don't do envy and etiquette down here. Whatever's on your mind, you can say it.
I just want to be clear in myself first. These fragments of history, the teachings I studied, it's all muddled together in my mind. I don't know what I should believe.
No, you just have to be clear on what you should do. You've spent long enough living in lies, Branya. This is your chance to break out of the cage.
How's it going, partner? Is that feeling in your chest the thrill of victory or just the joy of making it out alive? I know your heart is bursting with gratitude, but there's no need to thank me. We have what I'd like to call a fiscal friendship. If the money's right, not a problem in sight. Ha! I knew that you'd get yourselves into trouble eventually, so I got Oleg to send relief in advance. Pretty sensible, right? My assignment was simply to take you to Svarog's lair. I got the payment and delivered the goods. I wasn't obligated to tell you about my dinner plans. But I threw in something extra regardless. I only did that because we're friends, or I would have charged extra. Here's a slice of life experience for you. Resourceful businessmen never get into risky trading without a plan B. And a plan B for their plan B. Plan C, we call that. Hey now, you got me all wrong. I just enjoy watching people fight, that's all. Fierce words, fists flying. What's not to like? Easy there. Don't get mushy on me now. We professional types don't have time for thank yous. It's business. Feelings don't come into it.
Ha ha ha! You see? Gotcha! Seriously though, Sampo will always be happy to assist you. How's it going, partner? Is that—
I know your heart is bursting.
The furnace core. The path to the surface is close at hand now. Thank you. What you've done has brought new hope to the underworld. Now we have to wait and see. But maybe this will lead to a new lease on life. Well, you should really be thanking Sampo. If it weren't for his intel, we wouldn't have made it in time. As Wildfire's leader, I couldn't simply look on while you fought on our behalf. We had to come help.
Huh? Huh? So you're the real chief? What about Oleg?
Oleg has always acted on my behalf. He helps me deal with all manner of problems in the underworld. Thanks to him, I'm able to make time for the people. I do my best to make sure that they have everything they need. At the same time, I was formulating a plan to deal with Svarog. Your arrival unraveled that carefully crafted yet rudimentary plan. And for that, you have my utmost thanks. When the underworld recovers its freedom, the people will indeed extol you as heroes. However, even though Svarog is no longer sealing off the furnace core, there's no way that we undergrounders could go pouring onto the surface. That cold-blooded Supreme Guardian has used lies and tricks to keep the surface separated from the underground. If she detects any change in the underworld, I don't know what she might resort to. As for Wildfire, we need more time to build up our strength. No, but we need to wait for the opportune moment. In the meantime, I'm sending someone I trust to go with you.
Zila.
Didn't she tell you? In private, she insisted on accompanying you. Don't let her carefree nature fool you. She's actually very discerning and can read a situation like no one else. Zila is a talented scout and a quick thinker. She takes decisive action. She'll definitely be able to help you. Not to mention, you also have Branya now. It seems like the intel we got from Svarog caused her a significant shock. But with Zila by her side, I know she'll recover. Hey, when's the last time you got some rest? I heard that you've been on your feet looking for Svarog since Rivet Town. Health is everything. You won't be much use if you neglect yours. Let Wildfire take care of the furnace core for now. You head back and recuperate. If you're lucky, perhaps tomorrow you can return to the overworld.
Well, now that we're done with that whole situation in the underworld, we can finally look for the Stellaron. But thinking about it, I feel a bit bad about Clara. We promised her that our talks with Svarog would go peacefully.
You tried your best. Don't blame yourself. I should have considered such a situation in advance. And it was Svarog who attacked first. We didn't have any other choice.
I didn't mean for you guys to start beating yourselves up over it. Look on the bright side. Things turned out all right, didn't they? Now everyone knows that the real problem here is the Stellaron, and they're willing to help us out. All in all, the mission is going super smoothly.
But we still have a lot left to figure out. For instance... Exactly. There must be a reason for this sudden change in her attitude. And we still don't have the coordinates and location of the Stellaron. We still haven't put all of the pieces together. Dreams?
Oh, I remember you mentioned something about strange dreams before.
All three dreams were the same, with Cocolia and that other voice.
It would be weird to call it a coincidence.
I'm wondering if these dreams aren't just random, if there's some meaning behind them. Maybe you're having them because...
Because of the Stellaron inside her?
That's my hunch, but I have no proof.
Well, then that's as good as nothing for now. So, what should we do when we get back above ground? After all this talk, we're still back at square one.
We solve a puzzle one piece at a time. Let's get some rest. We'll talk to Wildfire tomorrow and get to the bottom of this. Also, there's still one more key character we haven't talked to yet. Her connection to Cocolia may be the key to cracking this mystery.
You're back! I've heard from Wildfire that you helped resolve that whole situation with Svarog. Amazing. It must have been exhausting. Please have some food and get a good night's rest.
Over there. See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivet Town, and it's also where I grew up. My friends and I used to wander those streets, thinking about where to find our next meal. That is, until Chief Oleg got me out and took me to the orphanage. There, I learned to read and write from Natasha. At the age of 10, I started to patrol the mines with Oleg, occasionally getting into fights with the local thugs.
That sounds nice.
Nice? Are you being sarcastic with me?
Oh, no, sorry. Life in the underworld is difficult. I shouldn't be speaking about it so lightly.
You're always so serious. It really gets on people's nerves sometimes, you know?
Right. What I meant was... I kind of envy you, Zila. For as long as I can remember, my days have been an endless cycle of studying, etiquette lessons, and training. Every day, all I hear is, "Remember who you are, Bronya. This is against the Architect's admonishments, Bronya. Ladies shouldn't use such foul language, Bronya." Some may envy this kind of life, but I have felt trapped. When every choice and every goal has already been made for you. You probably can't imagine how that feels.
No, I can't. But more importantly, what kind of foul language were you using?
In the name of the architects, I shall stick this spear into your nostril.
That's it? Oh, that's nothing. Looks like I'll have to teach you some underworld slang before you go back.
No, that won't be necessary.
It'll be better than poking people's nostrils, at least. I never thought that I'd be here having a heart-to-heart with the future Guardian. As a kid, I didn't meet many people who lived in the overworld. I only heard stories from the grown-ups and figured you were all just a bunch of cold snobs.
I've heard from some Silvermane veterans that before the orders were made to seal off the underworld from the overworld, there was no difference between the two places. Everybody ate the same food, chatted about the same topics, celebrated the same festivals. Even though times are different now, things like the joys and sorrows of life, the ties between people, these precious things must certainly still connect us all. If there is a way to bridge the gap between the two worlds, we can definitely go back to the time when you and I were not divided, when we could stand side by side against the Eternal Freeze and the Fragmentum.
I'm not like you. I don't have that many grand plans for the future. But if that's the future you want, I'm willing to build this bridge with you.
Thank you, Zila. Your trust is very important to me.
Speaking of which, what are you going to do next? What Svarog revealed must have made quite an impact, huh?
Yes. I thought I was prepared for anything, but as long as I am the Guardian's successor, those truths will come out sooner or later. But why does my mother hide it from me? And why does she want me to hunt down the outsiders who know about the nature of the Stellaron? It doesn't make sense. I thought it over. There's only one thing I can do. Go ask her directly.
Hold on. You're not really going, are you? Alone? You can't. This plan is...
I've already thought it through, Zila. I am Madame Cocolia's daughter. That will never change. Be it my duties as her heir or as a Silvermane guard, I must face my problems head-on. Even if...
Bronya.
This is for you, Zila. Please help me pass it on to the outsiders. If I am unable to see you again, they'll know what to do.
Okay, I understand. You've made up your mind, and there's nothing I can say that will change it. But remember this. If you run into trouble, I will come to save you, no matter what.
Then I'll be waiting for you. So, did you come to this spot when you were a child?
Of course. I just didn't appreciate how nice it was at the time. Very nice.
That was a good sleep. I should go meet up with March and Danhong.
Took you long enough, sleepyhead. We've been waiting all day. I've noticed that our sleep routines don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or snoozing away until the day's almost out. Unacceptable. You gotta work on your teamwork.
Did you have a dream again last night?
Huh, that's weird. I bet the conductor won, right?
Well then, let's go find Wildfire to discuss our next move and see if they have any new discoveries.
Let's go! I can't wait to finally get back above ground!
Oh, look who's here.
It's the Bane of Svarog, the big hero of the underworld. And the other big heroes, Dan Hung and March 7th.
Were those lines rehearsed?
Where's Natasha? Is she here?
She has a bunch of other things to attend to, so I hope you don't mind talking to this old man instead. I speak on behalf of Natasha. By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual leader of Wildfire a secret. Oh, well, I might just be second in command, but I still have a lot of responsibility. I couldn't give Natasha up right when we first met, could I? I had no clue that you bunch would become big heroes of the underworld. She told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought, and I think the safest way is to ask this fella for help.
I brought you down. I can take you back up. Free of charge. Satisfaction guaranteed.
There's no need to knock us out this time, right?
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core. Please, don't be like that. We have so much history together. Can't you have a little faith?
Ugh, enough chatter. Just be a good guide.
Hold on. What about Bronya? Why isn't she here?
She already went back. As you know, she has some things to settle with the Supreme Guardian.
What? She just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
Ugh, enough about Sampo. We need him for this trip, and we can still get rid of him after we reach the surface.
Miss Sela, I'm still here, you know.
Oh, right. Bronya told me to give you this.
She left us a letter. Could this be one of those open in case of emergency letters? I've never gotten one of those before. Should we wait until we run into something dangerous?
Stop overthinking and just open it.
Brother must refer to Japard, but who could the sister be? Oh, Serval! So she's Japard's older sister.
She gave it some good thought. But whatever's going on in that Supreme Guardian's head, even Bronya might have trouble understanding. Sampo, do you know the Landau siblings?
Landau. Yeah, we're all friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister, she's much scarier. Today's supposed to be a day of celebration, so let's not talk about it right now. We can set out at any time. Just come find me when you're ready.